Whitney. Welcome back to another live video product review. Products, I should say. I've got a collection of things, and there is a drink theme. There's a couple things that are not drinks, but the great majority of products I'm going to share with you today are drinks. Before I get into that, though, I do have some announcements to share with you, and I'll have to pause for just a moment to put some things in the description field for you. Here's a little behind the scenes, is that there's like a little glitch with the software that I use to go live. So since this is all recorded live, sometimes I have to do some things behind the scenes, and it doesn't seem like I'm able to add it in. Well, as usual, with every video that I do, I mention links to products and services, experiences that I'm sharing. Those will be in the description field. So if you did watch this live, you'll have to come back around, or well, hopefully by the time you see the recording, you'll know that the links aren't there. For some reason, long story short, the links have not been going into my live videos, so I always have to manually place them after I go live. Little behind the scenes stuff for you. Okay, so in terms of little announcements before I get into some of the product reviews is, first of all, I am working on so much right now, and I have, there's just so much to share with you. The newsletter is something I've been pouring my heart into. Today I'll be releasing the 4th newsletter over the past 4 weeks, so it's been a whole month since I've been putting these out, and I've completely revamped them. The newsletters are a really wonderful way to see what's going on in the eco-vegan world, and also just get notified a lot easier than you might through places like YouTube or social media. So I think the newsletter is just a wonderful way for us to kind of be in each other's lives in another way. One of my favorite things is when people respond to the newsletters, you can actually just hit the reply button and write me a message, and it just makes my day when I get those messages. So sign up and keep in touch. Write me back. Tell me what you thought, or if you have any questions. I'm working on so many different features of the newsletters, including giveaways. I can't remember if I have one set up for today or not. There might be one either this week or next week. So if you sign up right now, if you're watching live or shortly after this video goes live, you'll get today's newsletter. What else? I have the Eco-Vegan Pal Care packages, which there's actually going to be, if you sign up for the newsletter, you can get a special discount code for those. And this is the last few days that you can sign up for one if you want one delivered to you in the next month, because I'm going to be traveling for a whole month starting next week. So if you've been thinking about the care package, when you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get a discount code, and you can get it delivered within the next week or so. And the care packages, there's a link, or there will be a link in the description, and that has all sorts of information about what you can get. You can actually pick out a care package for yourself, which has specific products in it, and I'll be adding to those off and on throughout the next month or two, so you never know what you're going to get. All depends on when you order and which box you select. So definitely check that out if you're interested in getting some special mail from me. One big thing that I'm working on behind the scenes, which is really exciting, is a podcast. And I'm partnering with my great friend Jason Robel, who you may know. He's a phenomenal plant-based chef. And we have been working on launching a podcast in October. I think the end of October is what we're aiming for. It could be a little after that, but it will be sometime this year, all things, if everything goes smoothly as planned. So you can actually sign up to be notified when that podcast comes out, or you can just sign up for my newsletter. You'll get notified in there regardless. But if you want specific news around that podcast with Jason, there's a whole separate link, and I promise you won't get too many emails. My email goes out once a week, and the podcast emails will probably only be a few times until we get ramped up. And then once we are live with the podcast, then you might get some emails of just like sharing the episodes that have come out. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do another podcast for a while. If you didn't know this, I had one years ago, I think in 2015. And I did like 10 episodes with a friend of mine, and then long story short, we decided to put it on pods, and then that just became the end of it. But I loved podcasting, and I can't wait to do it again. Jason and I are also doing a road trip next week, and we have a whole video series planned around that. So there's going to be some really great videos coming out. I haven't yet decided what channel they're going on. It could be this channel. It could be my Facebook page. It could be one of my other YouTube channels. But regardless, you'll be able to watch it. Even if you're not signed up for Facebook, you can actually still watch videos that are posted on Facebook. So no matter what, again, this is another reason to sign up for the newsletter, because you'll get notified to find them if they're not on this channel. I think that's all of the little behind the scenes details that I wanted to share with you. Let me just see if I can get the links in there right now. I've been having a lot of computer issues too, which is really frustrating. Yeah, this isn't even working. Okay, I give up. I will put the links in the description as soon as I'm done recording this. So let's move into probably the reason that you're here today, which is to see some product reviews. If you're new to this channel, I love reviewing vegan products, eco-friendly products, organic, non-GMO, and really functional products. So today, as I mentioned, I have a variety of drinks to share with you, but first I'm going to start off with something that's part drink and part like functional. So, well, actually it's all kind of functional, and this is really cool. This brand Ideal Raw reached out to me, and I became an affiliate of theirs. So by the way, when the links are in the description field, you'll see that there are some affiliate links, which means if you buy something that I recommend to you, I may receive a small commission of that purchase at no additional cost to you. That's a super easy way to send some support my way for the videos. That's part of how I monetize my work. But I always want to reiterate that I only promote products that I love. I don't do anything just for money. So basically, I have to like something before I promote it and become an affiliate of theirs. I really, really like this company, so I'm super excited to tell you about it. They're not a sponsor, they're just an affiliate, which is like a little bit of a different relationship there. So they've sent me over their protein powders, and I'm missing a flavor. Oh, I put it... It's too far away to grab at the moment, but they have 3 flavors that they've sent me: a chocolate peanut butter, and a banana almond. They're all really, really good. They're all organic, and they truly do taste delicious. I'm always a little skeptical when it comes to protein powders. There's so many out there to choose from, and I've tried a bunch of them. I'm not somebody that gets super excited about them. I don't usually use them every day, but I wanted to give these a try, and I was very impressed. And I've done a number of things with them. I'll share with you one of the things I did in a few minutes, but I've just mixed them with water and milk, and they're so good. They have the perfect amount of sweetness. They use a combination of rice protein, pea protein, coconut protein, chia protein, sunflowers. I mean, I'm not even going to read you the list. They have so many different types of protein in here, plus coconut milk, some stevia for sweetness, and some superfoods in it. So they're loaded with nutrition, all organic, and I think they taste fantastic. The only feedback I got was from somebody else, was from one of my friends who doesn't like stevia, and so she said it tasted too strong for stevia for her. So that would be my only suggestion to you, is you might not like these if you're not into stevia. I love stevia, and I'm also very particular about the type of stevia I have and the taste of it. I think theirs tastes great. Plus, I love that it's a natural sugar alternative, so you don't actually have to add any type of sweeteners to this. They just taste lovely on their own. So loved those, and I don't have it visually to show you at the moment, but they do have the banana almond, which I really didn't think I was going to like, and I loved it. They also sent me some of their supplements, and I have not tried this one yet, but I think I'm going to need to have it today because I feel a little stressed out. This is their Calm formula, which is to help with relaxation. And I've been doing a lot of things to relax, like yoga, which I just got home from, and I've had a massage this week. I did a float tank, which I'm going to talk about today, and I still feel a little bit high-strung. So I think I'm finally going to crack this one open, and I'll keep you posted on that experience. I have been taking their probiotics every day for the past few days since I received this, and they're lovely. I really like the formulation, especially because they have L-glutamine in it, which is really good for the gut. That's actually a supplement that I've been wanting to take for a while. And so when I saw that was in this formulation, I was super excited about it. And of course, they use vegetable capsules, so no gelatin. And, it takes me a little while to really notice the effects of probiotics in my body, so I'll have to keep you posted on the long-term experience. Each of those bottles is a 30-day supply, so we'll see after 30 days how I feel. I highly recommend probiotics. They've helped me so much. I've had a lot of gut issues, so they're a very big deal in my life, and I think one of an important supplement. I think most people should be trying them out. Even though I'm not a medical professional, my advice to you would be that you consider taking probiotics. Okay, let's move into some other drinks. So we have the Ideal protein powders, which can be drink form. You can actually get really creative with protein powders, like you can bake with them, do whatever, but most people just have them in water or milk. I also really enjoyed these in coffee, and that's a big theme of this video. I have been getting really into coffee lately. It's something that I love to have in the morning as a treat. I cut out basically all refined sugars, and basically the only type of sweets that I have are anything with stevia, monk fruit, or other similar sugar alternatives, and like some berries. So my diet has been like very savory lately. And thus, whenever I have the opportunity to have something sweet and decadent, I get really excited about it. And so my daily treat is usually a coffee in the morning. And that's like usually how I start off my day. Now, I've experimented a lot with all types of coffee lately. There's two brands that I wanted to mention here today. One of them is Lucky Jack Organic Cold Brew Concentrate, and this is really, really lovely. It makes about 10 cups from this bottle, and it costs around $10, so it's about $1 per serving, depending on when you buy it, and if it's on sale or not. I think I got this on sale. And you can have this hot or cold. I love this because it's in a glass bottle, you keep it in your fridge, and then you just combine it with water and or milk, and it's good to go, and you have a delicious coffee. I thought that was like one of the best that I've had, but then shortly after I bought the Lucky Jack, I bought the Chameleon Cold Brew, and this one I like a little bit more simply because it has a caramel flavor, but there's no additional sugar. So if you like a unique flavor in your coffee like I do, this is so nice. The caramel flavor is like perfect amount of flavor. Not too strong, not too subtle. There's no added sugar, so I added my stevia to it, and then I mix it with the milk, and it's just so nice. I've actually been a big fan of Chameleon's organic coffees for a long time. They have all sorts of products. They have ready-made coffee. They have the concentrates. You can have like a DIY cold brew kit from them that's excellent. So I think they're a great brand. I would say I like them, Lucky Jack and Chameleon, about equally in terms of a cold brew concentrate, but I really enjoy the fact that Chameleon has the flavors. They have a pecan one that I think I'm going to try next, because those are also on sale, at least right now in Los Angeles. So if you're watching this, go check your stores. Maybe it's across the whole U.S., but I'm always on the hunt for good deals, so I got a great one on the Chameleon. Now, speaking of coffee, I'm also, just as much as I'm into coffee, I'm really into the milk. So to me, I'm not a black coffee drinker. I want to have some sort of plant-based milk in my drinks, and my favorite right now is from Milkademia. So they make a variety of options. I think they have 4 in these cartons. This is the unsweetened, which is pretty nice, although it's on the watery side. It's not very thick and rich. They have a latte barista version of it, but I just looked and I think it had a lot of sugar in it. I'm pretty sure that's why I ended up not buying it. But I know that works incredibly well if you're trying to make like a coffee shop style latte. So I actually have a milk frother, which I've talked about in a previous video, and that is by Cuisinart, I think, and it's so great. Like when you buy a really thick, rich milk and put it in there, it froths up, and you can make a coffee taste just like you got it from Starbucks or whatever cafe. So I love that. It's just, this doesn't really froth, and you kind of have to add a lot to get some flavor. I did find a perfect in between from their unsweetened and their latte with all the sugar in it. I think this is new because I hadn't seen it until this past week. They have a creamer which combines macadamia nut milk and coconut cream, and this is so good. I wish this was in a bigger bottle. This says that it has 32 servings in it because you're only supposed to put like a tablespoon in, but honestly, I feel like let's see, this is 16 ounces. I feel like I would put like 4 ounces in my coffee and this would have like 4 servings in it for me. It's so good and it's completely unsweetened. It has 10 calories per tablespoon and no sugar. So I love this so much. I just want like a huge container of it. This would be like my main milk if that was the case. It's a little on the pricey side. Both of them are around $4, but again, they can be on sale. In fact, I've been seeing Milkademia on sale a lot for around $3 or $3.50. So keep an eye out for sales and coupons and all of that, and you can make some really great drinks at home. And in fact, let's say you get this for $4, and then the Chameleon, which would be about $10 unless it's on sale, is $14 for the two, and this has about 4 servings in it, so this is about $1 per serving, and this is about $1 per serving, so you can have a really great iced coffee or hot coffee latte for $2, and is this organic? I can't remember. No, this isn't organic, so it wouldn't be entirely organic, but you can really control the sweetness and control the concentration and all of that, and it can be a lot less expensive than a latte that you would go buy at a cafe. So, little tip for you. Another way to save money, and something that's really cool, this is kind of a blast from the past, because I just started using this again, and I got this product. I bought it in like 2009 or 10, and this week I was like, maybe I should give this a try. This has been like in storage or just like tucked away for a really long time. It's called a Java wand, and this is so neat because it's basically a French press and a glass straw combined. And the case is cool too because you've got a straw on one side, and then it's got like its own little storage unit in here. So you can take this on the go with you and put your coffee grounds in here, and it's like the perfect amount. And then all you need is hot water in a mug of some sort, and you put your straw in it, and the bottom of it acts as a French press, meaning it filters it so all you're getting is the coffee, not all the grounds. Isn't that brilliant? The only thing that I would say don't love about it is that I think the bottom's made from plastic, so I'm not the biggest fan of heating up plastic. So what I've done is I've waited for the coffee to cool down before I stick this in there, because otherwise, I don't know if there's like the chemicals from plastic. Let's see if it says if it's BPA free. I think it probably is. I'm sure I asked a ton of questions when I bought this almost 10 years ago, and you can still get them online. So I'll have a link to that for you too. I think it's pretty cool. It's very convenient. And a couple more things for you. Just had to give a shout out to a drink from Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. So if you have one near you, I really recommend trying out their sparkling pineapple water. I'm not usually a fan of getting things in plastic bottles, but I was really curious to try this, and it is so good. It totally exceeded my expectations, and it just has the perfect pineapple flavor. It's very refreshing. It'd just be great if it was in like little cans or a bottle. I actually like to make my own sparkling water with my soda stream, so that's a more eco-friendly and economical way to have sparkling water. And first, I wanted to share that on my Instagram yesterday, if you go to instagram.com/ecovegangal or just looking me up at ecovegangal, you can see my story from my float tank experience last night. If you have never heard of this before, I encourage you to check it out. There's a phenomenal place in Los Angeles called Pause. That's where I went. And there are float studios or spas or whatever all across the world. And basically you go into this tank. Sometimes they're sensory deprivation tanks. Sometimes they're open. And they're filled with water and magnesium salt, Epsom salts, same thing. And so they're so dense in the salt that you float on top of it. And they're usually at the perfect temperature, so it feels like the water is the exact same temperature as your body, and you can kind of just fully relax, let yourself go, and be kind of suspended in the water. Usually the sessions are about an hour long, so you have this time to meditate, to fully relax. You could fall asleep without feeling like you're gonna drown or anything, because it's very hard to flip over, right? So I actually tried this yesterday. Like, you move your body a little bit and it'll automatically come back and keep you on your back the whole time. And then pause is really neat, as you'll see if you check out my Instagram stories. I'm going to turn it into a highlight. So if you don't see this in the 24-hour period, you can just look at my highlights and you'll see my experience. At pause, they have these pods, and you can pull down the lid, and then you can choose to have the lights on or off. You can have music playing, you can have meditation, a guided meditation playing, or you can have it completely silent and completely black, so it's true sensory deprivation. I did a mix of both yesterday, and it was so nice. You can feel like your joints cracking, your body stretching out, your muscles relaxing, your mind is in a different place. It's really a magical experience. So if you're in Los Angeles, I can't recommend Pause Float Studio enough. And if you're not in LA, look up Float Tank on Yelp or something and see if there's one near you. Go give it a try, because it's a really neat experience. If you sign up for my newsletter, you're also going to see this. I just want to make sure I gave them a shout out. So there's a really amazing march happening in Los Angeles called the March of Silence, and I think it's next Wednesday, September 12th. I'm going to be out of town, and I'm really upset to miss this because it sounds like such an incredible experience. I will link to their website or their Facebook page where you can learn more about it and decide if you want to join it. At the very least, it'd be so wonderful to have you help spread the word about it. Again, we're just helping animals out, and this is all about animal liberation. So I think it's just going to be a very powerful event. You can also, if you're not in Los Angeles, just watch the coverage. I think a lot of people are going to be posting about this, especially on Instagram stories and posts and videos and all that. So follow it. It's at March of Silence. I will link to it in case you want to join or share it, and this will also be mentioned in my newsletter. I think that's all I have for you today. That felt like a lot. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow, potentially a few times this week. I just haven't decided if they're all going to be live or if I'm going to pre-record them and schedule them out for you. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so I'm probably really going to want to make a video because I have so much to share with you, as always. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, give me some feedback, ask a question. I'm here for you. I take all your questions and I put them into a document so that I can consider doing that for future content. And whatever else, maybe it'll end up on the podcast, on social media, who knows. I love just hearing from you in any capacity. And same goes with the newsletter. You can email me there to keep it super private. You can find me on most social media networks at Eco Vegan Gal. And I just love staying in touch, so never hesitate to reach out to me either publicly or privately. I'm here for you. I make these videos for you. I'm grateful for you, and I will see you very soon in the next one. I'm trying to get back on a regular schedule, but given that I'm about to travel for a month, I'm trying to figure out the flow of everything. So if you don't see a lot of regularity in the next month, I'll be back on track in October, which is right around when the podcast comes out. So it's going to be an exciting month. That's it for today. I will see you very soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'm wishing you all the very best on your eco-vegan journey in the meantime. Bye.